peroxisomes. Super quick, part of the endomembrane system. Peroxisomes. They are specialized metabolic compartments bound by a single membrane. So that's a peroxisome. Like little vesicle looking thing. They contain enzymes. Two main ones that we're going to talk about. One of them removes hydrogens from substrates and transfers them to oxygen, which gives us hydrogen peroxide. So, H2O2. So, peroxisomes create peroxide. H2O2. But you're on the right track because they do have another enzyme. That takes H2O2 and breaks it down into H2O and oxygen. So if they've got oxygen gas, they can so essentially, if this is our peroxisome, they can take hydrogen and oxygen and make H2O2. And then they can take that H2O2 and make water and oxygen. So their functions, why they have these enzymes to do these things. So functions. They detoxify alcohol by adding hydrogens to oxygens. And they also, this is their like main function, use oxygen to break down fatty acids that will go to the mitochondria and be used for fuel. So if you don't have enough sugars in your body, if you don't have enough carbs to break down in the mitochondria, the peroxisomes will be like, I'm on it. They'll go grab some fatty acids and they'll use their hydrogen peroxide making powers to break down those fatty acids and send the byproducts to the mitochondria to be used for fuel. Their structure is critical to their function because of that H2O2. So, structure critical to function. Because of that harmful H2O2 compartmentalization. Because we want to we want to compartmentalize that H2O2. Hydrogen peroxide is very dangerous to cells. We don't want it just free floating around breaking down fatty acids because it might break down something important. If we can take our fatty acids that we want to break down, send them to a special place to get broken down, that's where the peroxisomes come in handy. We can't have the hydrogen peroxide just floating around or the enzymes that make hydrogen peroxide just floating around. We have to keep it separate, keep it locked up. So that's why peroxisomes exist. An example, really quickly, there are specialized peroxisomes called glyoxysomes. So, specialized peroxisomes called glyoxysomes. They break down fatty acid they break down fat storing plant tissues. I cannot write today. They break down. Goodness gracious. Fat storing plant tissues into sugars. So, special tissues in plants that are especially high in fatty acids can be broken down by these special glyoxysomes to help the plant get the fuel it needs to grow. So that's peroxisomes. As of right now, we're not necessarily sure how it relates to other organelles. We know that it sends stuff to the mitochondria. We don't know how it's related to any other cells. Like in its like evolutionary origin, discussion's still ongoing about that. I think it's really cool. They're little, yeah, yep. All like a lot of eukaryotes have them, but glyoxysomes are just in plants, but peroxisomes are everywhere. So yeah, that's peroxisomes. Now we're gonna get into the cytoskeleton.